Today is my birthday. Hooray! You know what, I really thought it would be day 35 that his birthday would happen, but now that I think about it, that's not how days work, is it? Right? I don't know. Apparently we managed to hit the right day anyway. I wasn't planning on recording today, but, you know, I just checked in to see, and voila. Voila. Anyway, he's been reading these 3 lines of text the entire time we've been gone, and a lot of time has passed, so let's see what's happened. Let's see what's happened with his birthday. I guess we'll have a quick check downstairs first, just in case anything's happened in his house. I don't really know where to look and what to see and what to consider. If anything has changed on his birthday, maybe nothing's changed on his birthday. Maybe it was just to get that message and we got an achievement as well, just so you're clear. But it's worth just quickly. I think my primary goal for today is to do the unthinkable, the thing that I mentioned briefly in the previous episode, and re-investigate the darkness at the very, very top of the map with a glowing mushroom in hand. And that's going to be a long walk. Yep, nothing down here. So I guess we might as well get started. Go there. No. Go there. Controls never quite work in this game. I don't know if you've noticed that. I don't know if you're quite as familiar with that as I am at this point, but quite often, you know, I'll click to interact with something and it just won't happen until I've done it 3 or 4 times, or that menu in particular is quite a big fan of closing itself for no reason, and it's just, I don't know, little niggles that pile up, you know. I'd almost say it was intentional, but I don't even think this game would stoop that low. It is a game designed to frustrate and weed out the impatient, I know, but like, to have the game just not work is another matter entirely. I think that's just sort of not necessarily bugs, but just like issues with the way the input works and stuff. Call it a bug if you like, I don't know. I don't care, really. Bully the game as much as you like. It's not my game, I didn't make it. Yeah, I guess we'll see if there's anything particularly exciting changed, like with the king. I really thought there might just be like a wacky cosmetic change or something, you know. I said last time, I think, about the possibility of the Shade wearing a party hat, or just like balloons in his house, like something that would be absolutely nonsensical given the, you know, narrative of the game, but fuck it, why not, you know? Just give us a little razzmatazz, a little sparkle, but I guess not. No such luck for El Shado. No such luck at all. So, once again we embark on the obnoxiously long walk. I mean, part of me kind of wants to just fast forward through it, but no. Honestly, I'm here, you're here, we're in this together now. we're all committed to this. Look, bear in mind, no matter how obnoxiously grindy this game is, no matter how frustrating it can be, the next episode is the final one. We passed about 35 days since the last video, so it will be that much again till the next one, and then the time will be up. And whatever conclusion this game feels like spelling out to me at that point, that's what we live with. I strongly suspect this game has multiple endings, multiple options, you know, and I strongly suspect I haven't explored and discovered everything this game has to offer yet. But I've done my best. And I feel like even if I was to sort of Google everything I'd missed and frantically try and run around and collect it all up at this point, there just wouldn't be enough time. things take time to happen in this game, right? I couldn't just like plant a mushroom and have it grow immediately and see what lies beyond. And that's a mushroom, and those grow pretty quickly. Like, other things in this game take weeks. So, there's stuff we've missed. But hey, that's all the more reason for you to pick up the game and see it for yourself. Yeah, I don't know, I make a habit of trying to encourage that in these videos, you know. Pay for games, support indie devs, etc, etc, and I stand by that for this one as well, don't get me wrong. But whether I could recommend this game to people or not, I was going to say that's the question, but it's not a question. The answer is no. I couldn't recommend this to anyone. The payoff at this point would have to be incredibly spectacular to make it have felt worth it. And I don't know, it's a different game, it's a unique game, I'm glad it exists. It's not a game I'm 100% in, you know? It's not a game I'll be coming back to and going, oh, I'll just do one more quick run of the longing. There's no such thing as a quick run of the longing, for one thing. And, you know, you only get this much out of it as you put in, I guess, and it's a big time sink. As I say, I'm glad I looked into it, I'm glad I bought it, I'm glad I've seen what it has to offer, or at least a good portion of it, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend even for a fleeting second that this has been a fun-packed thrill ride of a game, you know? Which is the point. I get it, you know? I understand. You can scream too deep for you until the cows come home, but the cows ain't coming home. This game has tried to make a statement, and I have analysed it and embraced it as much as I possibly can. But at the end of the day, it's been a hard one to get invested in. It really has. Not to come across as too negative or whatever, which I absolutely am. Let's liven things up, okay? Let's cheer up. It's the Shade's birthday today. Let's party! Yay! Yay! Woo! Yay! That's my partying. That's what I do when I party. I just stand there rigidly, stare into the mid-distance, and say "Yay! Woo!" Fuck. So, how's things with you? You don't say. Wow. No, yeah, that's really interesting. Uh-huh. Yep. No way, she didn't. How long can I keep this bit going on for? It needs to go on for like at least another 10 minutes. Probably more than that. Probably more like 20 minutes. I don't think it's going to survive. I think it's going to survive contact with the enemy, i.e. anyone watching this. Fuck, man. What is there to talk about? I don't know. I'm so out of the loop on everything at the moment. I genuinely... I've been working a lot lately, man. I've had my head in other things, so I'm not up on like the hottest entertainment news or whatever. Like, yeah, I want to watch Fallout. I'll get around to watching Fallout at some point in the next 6 months, probably, maybe. But I don't really have a comment on it because I've not fucking seen it. So yeah. Sounds like this when I realise just how boring my life is, man. In my defence, I have endlessly chunned my way through, 15 episodes of this game. I've been filling a lot of dead air lately, I think I might just have finally reached the end of relevant shit to talk about, or irrelevant shit to talk about for that matter, I don't know how the professional podcasters do it. When you look at like the Joe Rogan Experience or whatever, where the dude's been putting out an episode a week for 1,000 episodes or whatever, it's like, where does he find shit to talk about? I guess he has like a team, right? I don't know. I've never watched it or listened to it or whatever format that show comes in, but presumably he has like researchers who bring him relevant subjects, and then he just gets to have his hot takes on them, and then they, move on. I need a team. If someone wants to volunteer to be my team, I'll pay you an exposure. I've got 220 something subscribers on. It might be 230 something now. Actually, I think it's 230 something subscribers on YouTube. So, think of how far that will get you in life. God, nothing makes me angrier. Nothing makes me angrier than the whole paid-in exposure thing. I'm friends with, a few people who are in the sort of more creative fields, people who do art on commission and stuff, and they get it so often. You think it would just be like, occasionally some entitled arsehole thinks they can chance their arm, but it's like a regular thing that people are just like, hey, do this work for me for free. And it's just like, hey, no. I wanted to get some like custom done art for like my walls and stuff. I mean, I'm renting at the moment, so I can't put anything up, but once I get my own place, I want to I like art. I have an appreciation for art. I have zero artistic capability myself, but I can look at something and go, that's cool. So I want to get some stuff done, and it would be really cool to have custom art pieces done, as opposed to just a print of Rembrandt or whatever. But yeah, it's quite expensive, and so it should be, because artists put a lot of time into making something good, especially if it's something custom like that. Especially when you have to sort of make way for the possibility of things not being to your liking, and a bit of back and forth. Or can you change this bit? Can you redo that bit? So yeah, artists should be paid a lot. Art is cool. Despite I'm back in control. Despite AI desperately trying to steal their jobs, I don't think it even comes close to being able to produce, I feel like anyone who uses AI art for stuff is always just settling, right? They're never going to get exactly what they want. They might get something that is loosely based on the thing they put in the prompt, and it might even have a correct amount of fingers or whatever, but that doesn't mean it's going to be exactly how you envisioned it, or encapsulate the ideas you want necessarily. You'll just go for the one that is closest to that, if you know what I mean. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe AI's really got that good, and you can fine-tune it to the point where you can get exactly what's in your brain directly on the page in front of you, but I don't think that's the case, and I don't think it will ever be the case. Part of me hopes it never will be the case, I think it's very cool technology, don't get me wrong. I think it is impressive that people have done that, have made tools capable of allowing even the most fucking 10-thumbed hack like myself get something created to their vision. But I don't know, it seems it seems like society as a whole have got to the point now where we're outsourcing, or trying to outsource, all the stuff that we should be celebrating humanity doing to the robots. And all the sort of menial, fucking pointless labour which we could outsource to the robots, we're making humans do for unlivable wages, right? It seems to be completely ass backwards. Yeah, let's just outsource creativity, but but keep the back-breaking labour all to ourselves. Brilliant, yeah. I can't help but notice that the mushroom is already glowing less than when I picked it. Am I crazy? Am I wrong on that? I don't know why I'm manually walking. Go. Yeah, it feels like maybe the mushrooms do just fade over time, and I'm just not going to have any light when I go up there again. I assumed it was like the presence of the darkness, the other shade that was like stifling the mushroom's light, but maybe it just, dulled because I uprooted it and it was no longer getting the nutritions it needs to be phosphorescent. Phosphorescent. It's a difficult word, that one. Why I decided to become a person who speaks at length on a regular basis on the internet is beyond me. I don't know why I came up with that decision. It's clearly not in my wheelhouse. But god damn it, I will try. This is America. It's not America. This is America, god damn it, and I have the freedom to do whatever the hell I want, even if I'm completely incompetent at it. Up you go, pal. Hooray! Let's keep on keeping on. Yeah. I mean, I'm sort of regretting already, even though we're not even there. I'm sort of regretting making the decision to come all this way. Just a little bit, just a fraction. Because I'm half expecting there to be nothing up here. The only thing I'm sort of leaning in this direction over is the fact that I looked at the achievements last time, and I saw that there was an achievement for discovering a place called the Tower, and I feel like that has to be at the top somewhere, right? That has to be up here, in this vicinity. Surely a tower wouldn't be in the very depths of the fucking cave system. That was the opposite of where towers normally go. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog whinging in the background, by the way. I don't know what his problem is at the moment. He's just like flopped on his side in the middle of the room. He's had his dinner, he's been out, he's had his walk, he's, content in all things. He's come in here, he's laid down on his side, and he's just going, occasionally. Like, he's just like mildly disappointed with existence, which is very relatable. It's a very relatable feeling, honestly. Are you good, bud? What's the matter with you? He's straight up ignoring me right now. Devoted man's best friend he is not, I'll be honest with you. What's up? Okay. I do attract the weirdos, I really do. And by attract, I mean buy. Now, in my defense, I didn't pick this dog. I don't know if I've ever told this story. My previous dog, I had two dogs, Amber and Floyd, many years ago. Floyd passed away recently, but Amber was like my childhood dog, and she passed away 2016, so a while ago at this point. And at the time, my mum was, she volunteers for the RSPCA. She's big animal lover, and she was like fostering this dog who they just weren't able to rehome at all. He was, a lovely dog, don't get me wrong, very, very well behaved, there's nothing wrong with him. It's just, he was a Staffordshire Bull cross border collie. Staffordshire Bull Terriers generally just do not get rehomed very easily. There's just not a lot of, people after that breed for whatever reason. And I literally lost Amber, and then the next day, my mum was like, okay, but we're looking for a home for this dog. And that's how I ended up with Loki. Got a dog for free, all his vaccinations, all of his, he'd been castrated and everything, had all the essential medical procedures done. It was maybe a little bit sooner than I would have liked, but, that's how I ended up with him. And here we are 8 years later, and now he's lying on my floor, muttering to himself. Fun story, eh? There's probably been some things happen between those 2 points. An occasional interaction between the two of us, I don't know. I don't know, I talk like I don't like my dog at all. I like to make a big show of, I can't be doing with him, he winds me up and everything, but wouldn't be without him, like. You know what dogs are like. Maybe you don't, maybe you've never had one, but they're called man's best friend for a reason, right? They are the most affectionate animal you could possibly have, I know cats can be affectionate as well, but they're not as, I guess, needy as dogs are. And there's something about a creature that pathetic that comes off as quite endearing, Well, my mushroom has basically completely gone out. I really do hope it relights. I really do. I'm not really holding up much hope at this point. No, we want to go this way, bud. I guess I didn't, the dog literally just farted. Is that what he was whinging about? Did he have wind? Yeah, I can't remember if I didn't mark the very top of the tower as a... I guess I did, that's it. Keep going. Almost thought I'd have to click buttons for a second then. Thought I'd have to actually play the game. That would have been horrifying, wouldn't it? It's a concept I was not ready for. It does feel like the mushroom is still fading at the same rate it did previously. I feel like that hasn't changed. So it might be location based rather than time based. I still don't know whether it fixes itself or not though. God, I'm just fully aware of the fact that it is like another 5 to 10 minutes walk from here. That there's still so much just walking to do. And that when we're done, I'm going to be smart this time. I'm not going to walk back. I'm going to send him home and I'm going to sign off. And he should be home next time we log in. He can do that bit on his own. We don't need to witness that. I think if I'd been playing this game more like that, I might have enjoyed it more, It's possible. If I'd logged on 10 minutes before the video and had him walk to the location I was most interested in exploring today, then maybe. Could have cut out a lot of this. Again, I think it is very much a game that does not lend itself to this sort of format. Or any sort of format, really. maybe like a video essay on the game, a detailed breakdown of its themes and everything. Yeah, maybe that could work, but yeah, let's play it not so much. I don't think we're going to get the light back. I don't think we're going to be allowed to see. I am wondering if it will be glowing again when we, like, because I'm not going to eat the mushroom. I don't think there's anything more to be seen through the hallucination, so I might as well just carry it with me the whole way, right? So I'm interested to see if it relights when we leave. I guess we won't see him leave. Probably. But next time we log in when he's back in his house, we can see if he's still holding a glowing mushroom or not. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? Because this clearly isn't how we find this mysterious tower. And I've googled stuff already. We're gonna bite that bullet again. I'm just intrigued. As I say, it might be too late. We might not get a chance to do it. I googled the tower, the longing. Which sounds like a... it sounds like the closing track off a pretentious indie rock band's album. You know what I mean? The tower, comma, the longing. There's 7 minutes of intro before they even start singing, you know? Secret tower. It's a secret location that can only be found after the pop-ups. Yeah, thanks. Cool, yeah, I don't care about Avatar: The Last Airbender live-action movie. The secret tower is a secret location that can only be found after the shade has overcome the darkness, which is very convenient because that implies it might be in this area. The way to the tower lies near the surface. You must walk all the way to the cave just beneath the surface. That's where we're going. I might have solved this myself. I might just be spoiling for myself here. And when the ground starts sounding like gravel, you must change direction and start walking upwards to the right. Oh. Right, so that's going to be in the darkness, presumably. It takes roughly 7 minutes 40 seconds of walking time when going from the east, from the bottom of the stairway above the pit, to the west. I mean, I haven't been counting, but I will listen out for the... I do remember the ground changing sound, actually. When I first did this walk, I remember being like, hey, we must be getting close to something, because I heard the footstep sound change. So we wait for that, and then we just turn and start walking upwards to the right. Alright. Okay. I never would have found that either. I don't know why they can't just let my mushroom light my way, to be honest. I think that would have made this a lot easier to find, rather than it just being like, hey, the footsteps sound different, therefore you should try arbitrarily walking in this direction. Like, I guess it's called the secret tower for a reason, though. Some poor fucker found it, though. I do wonder how much these, like, absurdly hidden secrets in video games, how many of these are actually found by people, and how many of them are, like, data mined, you know? Whether someone just happened to stumble into it one time and then told the internet about it, or if it's just, you know, someone looked at the code. I think the latter is probably more likely in the case of a lot of them, to be honest, but obviously back in the day it was a slightly different kettle of fish, but these days I think most things can be decompiled fairly easily. I've never tried it myself, but I know I do follow quite a few people who like mod Dark Souls and stuff. I follow the dude who did the Daughters of Ash Dark Souls mod, actually. which I played on the channel and was very, very good. And if you're a Dark Souls fan, I highly encourage you give that a go. I believe he's done an Elden Ring mod or something recently. I know there was another, like a Dark Souls 3 mod, I believe, in the works from that guy, but it seems to have changed tack now. He's working on Elden Ring. I don't know. I should play more Dark Souls mods though, because I fucking love that series. Oh. I think we're doing it right. Still hearing the gravelly footsteps, which wouldn't be the case if we were still on the same path. Oh, there's a fork in the road. It seems to be an alternative way to the top. Here we go. This was actually absurdly lucky. This is twice actually where I've googled something and just happened to be in the right place at the right time to actually follow through on it. Both times I never would have solved it on my own. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. I'm not going to be like, oh, I was so close, oh, I was right there. It's just, you know, more than anything, it's just been convenient that I've not had to walk halfway across the map to discover the thing that I want to discover. But look forward to seeing this though, because I mean, I literally just now read the first line of instructions on how to get here. The rest is completely up to me. Sorry, he stopped walking then, and I got an achievement for fully discovering the cave. And I was like, what does this mean? But then I just clicked again, and he continued walking. I thought maybe I'd have to try and solve a puzzle in the dark or some bullshit, but apparently he just wanted to stop to acknowledge his achievement. Fair play to the lad. Oh, here we go. So between... because there's definitely an achievement for finding the tower as well. So I just got 2 achievements for coming here. That's pretty cool. Said I wasn't going to 100% this game. I'm actually not far off. I'm confused by the whole map thing. There's an achievement for getting a map. And like 46% of players have it. So it must be like really early in the game and I just completely fucking missed it because I'm a fucking idiot. What is this? Seems to be another living being. It seems to be sleeping. Don't know about anything else, but it seems to have a fucking mattock. Didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Handy mattock, useful for harvesting minerals and for mattocking mattocks. Maybe it was his biggest dream to be a unicorn one day. It didn't work. I don't think that was his goal. I don't think he intentionally drove a stalactite through his head. Stalagmite? Stalactite. Stalactites are the top ones, right? Stalact for top. There is some sort of means of remembering them based on the T and the M sounds. I don't know if I'm right. It's irrelevant though. Big piece of rock fell on the dude. Unfortunate death. Notice how he was very shade-shaped, though. I don't know, I've always been imagining the shade as being like a little dude, right? It's like a little tiny fella. But I guess he could be human size? Definitely could be. No reason he wouldn't be, necessarily. And that could be a whole ass human who came down here and died, in which case... exit? Is it the... I'd be surprised. I mean, this very clearly goes above ground. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised. Maybe I take back my surprise. I'm so glad I googled this, man. I'm so glad. Because I never would have found this, and this is cool. Can I just leave? I mean... it's like a tower that I'm enclosed in. But it's definitely above. Could I not just like go out a window or something? We're on the surface. He's achieved his dream. The shade is free. Something feels really odd about this cave. He's got like 2 dead birds and what looks like a dead cat just in cages. It's a little bit concerning. Got some books. Do you like books? We'll grab all these. A few more books, please. No, take this book as well. Thank you. Very cool. A couple more over here. 39 books. Now, it seems to me that 40 would be an awfully nice round number of books to have. Does it not? I think I just found the fucking last crystal as well. I was expecting it to be yellow. I will take pink though. Don't think we have a pink crystal yet. It's been quite the find, this. Oh, he just took it. He didn't have to mine it. That's honest. I just got a Matic though. I was gonna say it's fair because like if I got this far and didn't have a Matic, then I'd have to come all the fucking way back again, and it would suck ass. But we literally just picked one up. There is another ladder. There's no way out. Whoever lived here made sure of that. You're really trapped inside. A stork is making a nest up there, it seems. I don't like storks. Where? Where is the stork making the nest? Also, what was going on in... this tower is fucking upsetting. It's upsetting, is what it is. And dude just had like a bone grinding machine. I mean, yeah, this is cool. Can't go up anymore. The stork nest seems somehow relevant. He commented on the stork nest. What do we... Google, hey, what do we do with the stork nest? This is me now. I've broken. This game has broken me. I will just Google everything. Every time I reach a little bit of resistance from a video game. There's also a key, but it's out of reach. Is there? Oh yeah, I see the key. Yeah, there it is. When reaching the top of the tower, the shade will comment on the stork nest on the roof, which is a clue on how to get the key. You must wait for the stork to arrive, which can only happen while actively playing the game when a new hour passes. It's 32 minutes from now. I'll see you in 32 minutes. Okay, you rejoin us at roughly T-2 minutes. What place shall I visit today? Well, we're still just hanging out here until the remaining 1 minute and 43 seconds tick down and we can see what this whole key thing is about. I don't know what it's for. Maybe it would open the door to the library, although that's blocked by boulders, so that would be pointless. I've not seen a locked door, is the thing, so I don't know what this key's for. This is the problem with me reading a snippet of a Wikipedia article and being like, we'll do that, sure, fuck it, why not? All bets are off. Yeah, cool, we'll get the key, but I don't know what the purpose of it is. There's not been a door anywhere, right? Like, the only door I can think of is the one to the library, but we know where that goes, we've been on the other side of it. Having a key to it isn't particularly helpful. I guess it might be a shortcut through there, I guess, maybe, but... What else would we do with a key? Do I need to Google this as well? I've still got the Wikipedia article up on my phone. I made sure to keep it in a separate tab while I was scrolling Twitter, sat on the shitter in the brief interlude we've just had just now. Yeah, that's what I do with my downtime. Basically, every time the camera is not actively recording, I am pooping. That's just a fair assumption. I'm 35, I've got IBS, we all do. It's how it goes. It's not true, by the way. That's not true at all. I am not a diagnosed rampant pooper. That is pure hearsay at this point. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Nothing fucking happened. Was hang on. Hang on, what did I do? What did I do wrong? Oh, it takes roughly 60 seconds. You just need to be in the game on the hour? I guess we'll wait a bit more then. Oh, it'll appear in the background. Oh. Cool. Okay, we got more waiting. We got more waiting to do here, friends. Unfortunately, it's not over yet. Okay, well, I'm here. Let's find out what the key is needed to enter the secret door. It says, where the fuck's the secret door? What is the secret door? This is all news to me. The secret door is a door that appears randomly at one of multiple possible locations in the map once per day at midnight. Fuck off. I'm sorry, but fuck off. The door leads to a secret room containing unique items the Shade can use to decorate his home. Okay, so it's not anything. I mean, I guess we'll wait and get the key, I guess, now that we're here. Like, we might as well. But turns out it's just more decoration stuff. I guess that's not that pressing. There's not wonders to behold. Well, I guess I spoiled that for you. Sorry. You can pretend I didn't say that, and instead I went, it'll forever be a mystery what the key does, and you'll have to buy the game for yourself and see and try and work out the puzzle that I failed to solve. Or you could just Google it. God, I'm so blasé about this now. I'll tell you, there's been about 2 or 3 instances across the entire course of my Let's Playing quote-unquote career, where I've given up and Googled something prior to this game. And every time I've done it, it's been like a knife in my side. You can hear it in my voice how reluctant I am to fucking give up and admit that my brain is too small for the video game and I need answers from the internet. This game's got me doing it every 5 minutes. I'm broken now. I'm a changed man. If you can hear me sipping tea, by the way, that's because I'm sipping tea. I hope that was clear. I hope we cleared that one up nicely. I was thirsty in my long wait, which has now turned into more of a long wait. So yeah, I think that I mean, we've been everywhere. We got an achievement for being everywhere. So I guess there's no more secrets to find. It confuses me because building a lapis lazuli fire is a thing you can do, so I don't know where we get the rest of the lapis. That's strange. Unless it's like in the vault. We've got 2 more mattocks we can swing at the vault. I'm thinking I will probably leave that for next episode, just because it'll be fucking 30 minutes to walk back to the vault from here, so we'll just do it next time. In what will probably be the final episode. But, yeah, we'll hang out here, we'll get the key, and then probably call it there. So, I mean, unless you want to see the wondrous dialogue that pops up when we pick that key up, you're welcome to just, move on. I'll just sit here and drink my tea. It's mint. It's mint tea. I've been trying to cut back on the old caffeine. I say that, I've been trying to cut back on the old caffeine for about 5 years at this point. And I have. I used to be a person who drank a lot of coffee, and then I cut down to like 3 coffees a day and intermittent cups of tea, and now it's like 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day and a few cups of tea, and then after sort of dinner time, I will just try and drink like peppermint tea or fruit tea or something, or water, No caffeine at all at that point. And it's actually done wonders for my sleep cycle. God, I'm such an old man. I'm sorry. Talking about my fucking poop habits and my sleep cycle, like, Jesus Christ. What happened to you, Joe? You used to... Okay, you were never cool, but you used to be young. You were definitely young at one point. I've always been a tea drinker, though. That's not me getting old. I just like tea. Grew up in a very tea-centric household, unfortunately. There was no real escaping it. One of my first chores as a kid, back when I was a wee little un of like 7 or 8, I'm not talking really small, but, you know, old enough to be the youngest in the family and the one sort of sent to do little odds and sods around the house, was to make a cup of tea. For my mum and my older sisters, you know. Yeah, so I was kind of indoctrinated to the stuff. There's no real avoiding it at that point. Believe it or not, like, for most people outside of the UK think that most people in the UK drink tea. I think that's a bit of an old stereotype at this point. It's a lot less common than you think. Probably more common than, like, it is in America, for example. But, like, I think more people probably drink coffee than tea regularly now. And plenty of people, like, I know a lot of people, like, adult, functioning, human people, who just don't drink hot drinks at all. No tea, no coffee, no anything like that. I don't know, I don't think I could do that. It's like, it's not even the drink itself, it's like the ritual of it, you know? Someone comes round, you put the kettle on. You're sitting down to watch telly, you put the kettle on. You get in after a long day, you put the kettle on. You know, it's like, it's the habit. Getting up to just get a glass of water, it doesn't feel the same somehow. That's probably just a me thing, though. I'm very good at justifying, like, my weird, ingrained habits. It's like the fact that, I mean, I collect vinyl records. I know they sound worse than digital. I fully accept they sound worse than digital. I've got a pretty high-end record player, pretty good speakers, you know, like, still doesn't sound as good as playing an MP3 file through my headphones, you know? But, again, I just like the large-scale art and the inner booklets and, you know, as I say, the ritual of it. It makes you sort of... It's pretentious, I know, but it makes you sort of connect with the music more when you have to sort of go through more steps to listen to it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying there's, like, a challenge to it or anything, but you have to make a more of a conscious effort to get up and put a record on than to just press play on Spotify, you know what I mean? I don't know. Again, just desperately seeking to validate my reasons that I've spent hundreds, if not definitely thousands of pounds on records that I very rarely listen to. Woohoo! Materialism. I'm a consumer. I tell you what, nothing makes me question my life choices more than playing a game where you do fucking nothing. If you want some overly self-deprecating personal insight and minor mental breakdown, then watch a man play The Longing. Our bird is getting closer though. Hopefully next time we'll be like, we'll be like right up here. Like right. It says it takes about 9 minutes. We're at 51. He's got to be here now, right? Got to be. Was the wiki lying to me? Hey, there we go. Hello. What a vile creature. Am I meant to do something now, or... I didn't actually read the wiki. Oh, no. Yeah, the key just falls down. He's starting to miss his comfortable armchair. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, pal, making you come all the way up here. I thought you'd like to be above ground. I suppose he doesn't know, does he? He called it a strange cave, and he's probably right. All the windows are barred. He can't see the outside world. He thinks he's still underground. And he's got no sort of way of proving to himself otherwise. That's actually super harrowing. He's achieved his goal and he doesn't know it. He heads towards the end, whatever the end may be, having escaped the dungeon, having ventured above ground and never actually being aware of the fact that he did that. Huh. Poor guy. There's nothing over here. I figured it was worth checking. On that note then, I think we're done. I think that was it. We got the key. Apparently it opens a door at midnight. That's 18 hours away, and the chances of me dropping in on it, and then from what I've read, like it could be anywhere. There's a bunch of locations the door could be, and we'd have to walk around the entire fucking map to find it. It's not happening. I'm sorry. It's not happening. So, yeah, I guess next time we play this, we'll see the end. I've got 2 Matics to swing at that gold for our final chance to see if there's any more treasure to be had. And then we'll wake up the king. Thus shall it end. Yeah. Got nothing more to add, really. That's about the brunt of it. But thanks for sticking with me so far. I don't know how long the next episode's going to be. It could be 5 minutes, it could be 20, it could be 3 hours, I don't know, but we're definitely going to see the end next time, so we'll do a more formal wrap-up there, but if you've watched this far, I appreciate it. And I'll see you for more of it next time. Bye.